Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, we just got a new sponsor. It's Anchor. They must think we're doing something right because they picked us back up.
That's amazing. Want to hear something even more amazing?
Yeah?
I actually know what they are.
You are full of shit. I'm calling your bluff. Tell me about Anchor.
Okay, so Anchor by Spotify is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
I'm actually surprised you knew that, but did you also know that Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer?
Yes, because I see you do that on your phone all the time and it looks pretty simple.
It really is, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But I use CastBox.
Yeah, darling, I know you like CastBox. It gets distributed there too, and lots of other platforms as well.
And how much are we paying for this awesome service?
Absolutely nothing.
Coolio! So then we should tell people to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started?
Yep, do it now.
Husband!
Wife!
Happy Monday to ya.
I guess. It's Monday.
Yeah, but that's the first start to a brand new week.
Yeah, okay. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday! Do you remember what happened on Friday?
I remember you're not supposed to eat vultures.
Well, that was not specifically from... Oh, okay.
That wasn't... Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
Okay.
That's what happened. We were talking about...
Don't eat those things.
Don't eat those things, yeah.
And also bring your tithes to the specific place and give some to the Levites.
Exactly. Like I said, Don't eat vultures.
Yeah, definitely. That was the whole point. Yeah.
That's what I got out of it anyway.
Oh my God. So are you ready for Deuteronomy Chapter 15?
Am I?
Am I?
Let's do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, Deuteronomy Chapter 15.
Okay.
The year of release.
The year of... Oh, that sweet release.
I mean, right? That kind of release?
Whatever. Let's read this bullshit.
At the end of every 7th year, you must cancel the debts of everyone who owes you money.
More recap.
Yeah.
More fucking recap.
I told you last time, I think that's what the whole of Deuteronomy is.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of cool, though, because I wasn't always paying attention as I was reading, so I don't mind the recap so terribly.
I guess. Now we're back into, like, slavery and shit.
Well, did we ever really leave slavery and shit? No. But let me ask you this. How would our economy be if we were like, okay, phew, we made it to the 7th year and all our debts are canceled?
That'd be fucking awesome.
Right?
Hell yeah.
I think that they did it right. They were like, fresh start.
Right.
I mean, look, the very next line. This is how it must be done.
This is how it must be done. You know what?
What?
There's a thing, like your credit report, things fall off after 7 years.
Oh my God, it's totally religious.
I wonder if that's gotta be, it's gotta be religious, right?
Either that or they just need to make space.
I mean, but 7 years. Like, why 7 years?
That is an arbitrary number.
It's an arbitrary number.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very interesting.
I wonder if it's based in religion. Huh.
I also wonder if it almost, to me, it feels like it has to be almost. We should maybe, that's a possible question.
Why is it after every 7 years?
Right?
Where did
that come from?
You get that, IRS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds biblical to me.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't mind checking into that.
That's very interesting.
Everyone must cancel the loans they have made to their fellow Israelites. Wonder if that includes college debt. They must not demand payment from their neighbors or relatives, for the Lord's time of release has arrived.
Love is fleeting, but college debt's forever.
This release from debt, however, only applies to your fellow Israelites, not to the foreigners living among you.
Yeah, those foreigners are fucked.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is that you should only ever lend money to foreigners and never...
Because definitely. That sounds like the smart way to do it.
Because let me ask you this. So you're an Israelite and you borrow money. Are you going to make even a single payment? Or are you going to try to...
Like, fuck it, I'll be good in 7 years.
Yeah, whatever. 7 years.
Although lifespans back then weren't quite what they are now.
7 years.
7 years is quite a while, you know?
That's true.
Just saying.
Okay, I like this statement. There should be no poor among you, for the Lord your God will greatly bless you in the land he is giving you as a special possession.
I'm all for that.
I approve of this message.
Right? Yeah. No, that sounds like a good message.
You will receive this blessing if you are careful to obey all the commands of the Lord your God that I'm giving you today.
Oh, well, see, that's the part I don't agree with.
But I mean, okay, so we follow the laws, though, right? Like, we don't speed, we don't stop at, or no, we do stop at red lights and stop signs.
Yeah.
And, we buckle up and...
Right.
We pay our taxes.
Yeah,
I mean,
therefore
we're pretty
we
decent.
shouldn't be poor.
Yeah, therefore we shouldn't be poor.
Totally. I totally agree.
Since this is supposed to be a Christian nation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to throw this at the government and see what they say.
It's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible, bitches.
We need to do this.
Actually, I don't have college debt, but I do have medical debt, and I would like that to be released as well.
Right.
I think
Sweet release.
Sweet release.
Yeah.
You don't owe any more medical debt. The Lord your God will bless you as he has promised. You will lend money to many nations, but you will never need to borrow.
Ooh.
You will rule many nations, but they will not rule over you, period.
Okay.
All right. Lending to the poor. Ready?
I'm ready, but I thought there weren't supposed to be any poor.
But if there are any poor Israelites in your towns, when you arrive in the land the Lord your God has given you, do not be hard-hearted or tight-fisted toward them.
Yeah.
That's really interesting because I literally today just watched a movie called A Hero. Mm-hmm. It's a foreign film that went up for Golden Globe.
Yeah.
And I think it's on Amazon Prime. And it was literally about a creditor who was hard-hearted and close-fisted against a guy who ended up in fucking debtor's prison.
Yeah, yeah.
And, yeah, so I find that interesting that we're covering this topic on the heels of me having watched that film.
Yeah.
Instead, be generous and lend them whatever they need. Yeah. Do not be mean-spirited and refuse someone a loan because the year for canceling debts is close at hand. Oh, so just because it's year 6, don't be like, nah, man, I ain't going to lend them this because next year the debt gets wiped clean.
I mean, I don't know. I'd be a little bit weary about that.
If you're a loaner, are you going to loan somebody? But here's the thing. Like, if your family and friends came to you for a loan, would it be a loan or would it just be like, man, just hit
me back when you can.
Hit me what you got. And, I don't know, like, me and my sister, we've always been like, hey, I need $20 payback Friday. And then if you
can't, you can't.
Yeah. And we're cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's all good.
It is what it is, right?
Right.
If you refuse to make the loan and the needy person cries out to the Lord, you will be considered guilty of sin.
What the fuck?
As long as you cry out to the Lord.
Dude,
otherwise the Lord might not know. You got to cry out to him.
Right, yeah, but somebody wouldn't give you fucking money, so you're going to cry out, and then that person's going to get in trouble for not giving you money?
Because they were poor and needy, and you were hard-hearted and close-fisted.
So I guess all the bankers in this world are fucked.
Yeah, because they're all sinners.
Right?
It doesn't seem to stop them. I mean, like, next time we go into a bank and get turned down for a loan, we can shout, sinners!
Right?
On our way out the door.
There you go.
You sinner.
That'll work.
I'm telling.
Yeah. I'm gonna cry out.
I'm crying out to the Lord. You're a fucking sinner up in here not giving me this loan. And it's not even like after 7 years it's going to get canceled neither. So you're an extra sinner.
Yeah, totally.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Give generously to the poor, not grudgingly, for the Lord your God will bless you in everything you do. There will always be some in the land who are poor. Even though I literally just said there shouldn't be.
Yeah.
That is why I'm commanding you to share freely with the poor and with other Israelites in need. Okay.
I mean, that's a good sentiment.
I
approve of that.
I'm sad that we don't see more of that.
Right.
We only see the bad things emulated. We never see the good things.
Right. Yeah.
Why? Why is humanity full of such fuckers?
I don't have a great answer for that.
I hate humanity. Stop, you guys. Stop.
Oh, our listeners are good.
No, I know, but go give money to the poor if you have money. Gosh.
Well, yeah.
And don't be hard-hearted and close-fisted. Don't be a sinner, motherfuckers. The treatment...
Did you really just say don't be a sinner on our fucking podcast?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I did.
Okay.
I have very low opinion of people with money who don't fucking share
Well, I
it.
agree with that, but, you know...
Well...
I don't believe in sin, so, you know...
Well, behaving badly. How about that?
Okay, all
Don't
right.
behave badly.
There you go.
Don't be a jerk.
That's better.
Don't be a dick.
Right.
The treatment of servants.
Slaves.
Slaves. Yeah. If a fellow Hebrew sells himself or herself to be your servant and serves you for 6 years, in the 7th year you must set that servant free.
Okay.
That didn't happen ever when we had slaves here in America.
Well, but it's only Israelite slaves.
I know.
Servants.
I know.
Slaves.
I know.
But the foreigners, they don't have to set free.
Yeah, and I guess we don't count people that we brought here and bought.
Yeah, they're foreigners, so we didn't have to set them free, you know?
I hate Americans. God. God. So gross. Okay. Sorry. Yes, America's great. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Okay? I'm feeling a little cynical right now.
I don't even know what to say.
Okay, listen. I have been stepped on by the medical situation in this country, as has my children. So,
Right.
you know, I'm not happy with the state of America.
Got it.
And, you know, that's just me on a personal level. That's not even when we touch slavery, which is obviously way worse.
Right.
Way worse than my personal situation.
No doubt.
So I'm just a little bit unhappy
Got it.
and jaded and cynical and fucking America, you know?
Yeah.
When you release a male servant, do not send him away empty-handed. Give him a generous farewell gift from your flock, your threshing floor, and your wine press.
Ooh.
Share with him some of the bounty with which the Lord your God has blessed you. Remember that you were once slaves in the land of Egypt, and the Lord your God redeemed you.
Yeah.
That is why I'm giving you this command. I mean, honestly, yes, okay, cool. You saved us. But, like, why did you people then have slaves that you had to set free?
Right.
Like...
And also, why did you have slaves that you didn't have to set free, as in the foreigners and stuff?
Like, why did you have slaves?
Right.
Period.
Right.
Like, not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool.
You obviously didn't learn from your experiences, so...
And this is not helping. Like, yes, you get to set some of them free, but you shouldn't have them as slaves.
Right.
Or servants.
Right.
Whatever we're calling them.
Right.
But suppose your servant says, I will not leave you because he loves you and your family and he has done well with you. In that case, take an awl and push it through his earlobe into the door.
Do what?
After that, he will be your servant for life. Basically, pierce his ear.
What?
This dude's going to stay with you for fucking life because he loves you
And
so
what,
hard.
you fucking brand them?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And do the same for your female servants.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They fucking,
Yeah.
they're branding them.
Yeah. And so, like, okay, so I'm a servant, right? Slave, servant.
Sure.
And I'm, you know, my 7 years are up and I'm about to be homeless.
Right.
So here's my choices. As a woman, particularly, I can stay here and get my ear pierced.
Right.
And be branded and owned and still have a floor to sleep on and some food and shitty clothing and whatever.
Right.
Or I can, what? What are my choices?
Try to make it on my own with nothing.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to get my ear pierced, huh?
Yeah, that's not much of a choice.
I guess I'm going to go get branded. Thanks for the wine.
That really sucks.
I mean...
So I guess a lot of people ended up just being slaves because they couldn't fucking
I mean, that's my guess. I don't know. It doesn't sound... I mean, yeah, you gave me a bottle of wine and a sheep and what? Some fucking goodbye cookies?
Right.
Is Is that correct?
That sounds about right.
Those are my parting gifts.
Yeah.
And then where am I going with those again now? Because the bus line hasn't been invented yet. So where am I going? What am I doing?
Hypothetically, you would have had some land to go back to. Because remember, the 7 years also, like if you sold your land, you could
Everything
get it back
gets
at
restored.
7. Yeah.
Let's say I'm a Levite.
Right, and you got no land.
I got no land.
But aren't they supposed to support the Levites?
Are they?
I don't know.
Did they?
I don't know. I'm just
saying, as a woman, I find this all sketch.
Right. No, I agree.
There was no place for me to go.
Right.
Okay? You must not consider it a hardship when you release your servants. Remember that for 6 years they have given you services worth double the wages of hired workers. And the Lord your God will bless you in all you do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Whatever. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
No, I agree.
The consecration of your firstlings.
Of your firstlings, huh?
Yeah, you firstling. I'm going to call my oldest that. You firstling. You must set aside for the Lord your God all the firstborn males from your flocks and herds. Do not use the firstborn of your herds to work your fields, and do not shear the firstborn of your flocks. Instead, you and your family must eat these animals in the presence of the Lord your God each year at the place he chooses. But if this firstborn animal has any defect, such as lameness or blindness, or if anything else is wrong with it, you must not sacrifice it to the Lord your God.
So then it's not, okay.
It's not a firstling.
Right, yeah.
It's a crapling. But let me ask you this. You're like, okay, we have exactly 3 lambs that were born because we're kind of poor.
Yeah, sure.
And the first one was kind of lame, but nobody else notices. Let's just get rid of that one.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
Is anybody really keeping track here?
Nobody notices it's blind or its leg doesn't work so good.
Right, yeah.
Right? Because we live far, far away, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's the one.
Yep.
That's the one.
Right.
Okay. Instead, use it for food for your family in your hometown. So you're going to eat it anyway.
Right.
Whatever. Anyone, whether ceremonially clean or unclean, may eat it, just as anyone may eat a gazelle or deer. But you must not consume the blood. You must pour it on the ground like water. The end.
The gazelle and deer thing is like this new thing about this. It's about Deuteronomy. They're all about the gazelle and deer.
They're super hardcore.
And the pouring the blood on the ground.
Eat them.
They're like, pour that shit out.
Pour it out.
Yeah.
And eat them. Eat it.
Just like the gazelle and the deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't drink the blood. Not ever.
Never.
Ever.
Okay. All right. So we're done with Deuteronomy chapter 15.
Yeah. Good job. You corrected yourself.
I did. I wanted to say it just 15 real bad, but I didn't.
You didn't.
Okay. So tomorrow we're going to be doing Deuteronomy chapter 16.
That is correct.
And we will see you guys then.
Then. Bye.
Hey, wife.
Yes, husband.
Did you know that we are now on Patreon?
Yes, because you told me, but also, no, tell me more.
So we're on Patreon now.
Are we?
We are. And our supporters can go there and support us, and we have multiple levels all the way up to You Killed God.
That sounds really drastic and escalated quickly-ish.
Well, no, there's multiple levels before there. So it escalates on a sliding scale of, cheap to not cheap. Oh. But, we can definitely use any amount. So, any support is always appreciated.
So what exactly is Patreon?
It's a place where you can show your support for our podcast. And
just our podcast?
Any podcast or any performer. But, we're the ones that, you're listening to right now. So maybe you should, support us. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But we love you anyway.
So all you got to do is go to Patreon, look up Sacrilegious Discourse. It's actually patreon.com/Sacrilegious Discourse is our actual main page there. So head on over and send us some love.
Yeah. Husband, it's the end.
It is indeed, wife.
Tell the people where they can contact us.
Well, they can get a hold of us via our email, which is sacrilegiousdiscourse at gmail.com. We have Twitter at sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh, why do you keep doing that? Ugh. All right, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Pinterest page. But if you really want to get our attention, Twitter's where it's at.
Twitter is where you're at.
Yeah.
And they should also review, like, and subscribe, yeah?
Definitely. Apple Podcasts reviews help us out tremendously. And we also can use your support on Patreon, which is a great place to support us as well. That would be at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.